LeBron James, a name synonymous with greatness, domination, redefining the sport of basketball, and changing the very fabric of the NBA. But what if, in an alternate universe, LeBron James never stepped foot on a basketball court? What if he took a different path, football, baseball, or even something completely unexpected? Today we're diving into a world without LeBron James, exploring how the NBA, other players, and even sports culture as a whole would be drastically different. Let's start with the fact not everybody knows. Basketball wasn't LeBron's only talent. In high school, he was an all-state wide receiver, and some believed he could have been a top-tier NFL player. Tom Brady himself once joked about LeBron's potential as a tight end, saying he'd just throw the ball up and LeBron would come down with it every time. Picture that for a moment. LeBron James in the NFL, 6'8", 260 pounds, blazing speed, and unmatched leaping ability. He could have been a real game changer. Football would have absolutely loved him. Defenses would have dreaded matching up against such a physical and skilled giant. The cornerbacks, averaging 5'9" and 180 pounds, would have been hopelessly outmatched. A career in football could have reshaped the landscape of the NFL, making him potentially one of the greatest receivers or tight ends the sport has ever seen. And let's be honest, he'd probably have a few Super Bowl rings by now as well. But what about the NBA? What if LeBron never played basketball at all? For starters, Kevin Durant's career might have taken on an entirely different narrative. Without LeBron's shadow looming over the 2010s, Durant would have been the undisputed best player of his generation. Remember, KD finished as an MVP runner-up 3 times, each time behind LeBron. In this alternate reality, he might have amassed multiple MVP awards and led Oklahoma City to a championship or 2. Durant could have been seen today as a top 5 all-time player, on par with legends like Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. Instead of joining forces with the Golden State Warriors to capture elusive titles, perhaps he would have solidified his legacy with the Thunder, reshaping how we view superstars and championship loyalty. Now, let's not forget the teams and players LeBron tormented over the years. Mike Budenholzer's Atlanta Hawks come to mind. In 2015, Budenholzer coached the team to a franchise-best 60-22 record. The Hawks had home court advantage, 4 All-Stars and all the momentum, yet they were swept by LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers. Without LeBron, who knows? The Hawks could have claimed their first title since moving to Atlanta. The same goes for the Indiana Pacers and Boston Celtics. For years, LeBron was their biggest obstacle and the sole reason Larry Bird, as an executive, watched his Pacers fall short time and time again. Without LeBron, Bird might have been heralded not just as an all-time great player, but as an executive who built a championship roster. And then there's the Toronto Raptors. Before they claimed the 2019 championship, they endured the torment of facing LeBron repeatedly. LeBronto, remember? Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan would have been celebrated as franchise heroes rather than appearing shell-shocked in post-game interviews after yet another playoff sweep. Without LeBron, the entire narrative of Canadian basketball would have shifted, boosting the Raptors' legacy earlier and possibly cementing them as perennial contenders. But there's no place more profoundly impacted by LeBron James than his hometown of Cleveland. The city's sports history was marred with heartbreak. The Browns' infamous The Drive and the Fumble, the Indians' crushing World Series losses, and the general stigma of a city cursed in major sports. LeBron's historic 2016 Finals performance not only broke Cleveland's championship drought, but infused the city with renewed hope. If he hadn't played, Cleveland might still be mourning the decade-long title drought. Imagine enduring the heartbreak of the Indians' 2016 World Series loss to the Cubs or the Browns' dismissal seasons without the redemption story that LeBron wrote with that comeback victory against the Golden State Warriors. LeBron's influence goes beyond the court. He's been a catalyst for player empowerment, inspiring stars like Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard to seize control of their careers. Without him, would we have seen the same level of player-driven free agency and super team formations? It's definitely debatable. LeBron also played a crucial role in expanding the NBA's global reach. His celebrity status brought new fans to the sport, boosting viewership and international interest. Without him, the NBA might not be the global juggernaut it is today. But what if LeBron chose a sport outside of basketball entirely? Soccer fans, imagine him towering forward, outmuscling defenders on set pieces. Rugby enthusiasts could picture him as a relentless lock, bulldozing through tackles. In cricket, his long arms and power might translate to powerful sixes and devastating bowling. And in the NFL, there's no doubt he would have been successful in multiple positions. His athleticism, versatility, and competitiveness make it clear. LeBron James would have excelled at anything sport-related he pursued. He's an anomaly in the truest sense. So I guess what if LeBron never ever played basketball? The NBA would have been a different landscape, one where Kevin Durant might be the GOAT, franchises like Atlanta and Toronto might wear championship rings, and Cleveland would still wait for their miracle. It's a world that highlights how one athlete, one choice can shift the course of sports history. But now I want to hear from you guys. Which sport would you have loved to see LeBron dominate? Or how do you think the NBA would have fared without him? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more upcoming videos and NBA content. My name is Damian Peters. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.